Oh my God, first time when we got married, I couldn't believe it. So because when we were dating, I only got to see his parlor. I never went upstairs to his room or anything. So I would just come, just sit in the sitting room with him. We'll go out. We always used to go out, that kind of thing. So when I now got married, first, after honeymoon and everything, we now got to the house. I opened our bedroom, or his bedroom at the time. I opened the bedroom. Half of the bed was full of books. Miles Monroe, Kenneth Hagin, Reverend Sam, Bishop Edu, different people were on the bed. I was afraid. I'm saying it, people are laughing now, but it was 3/4. In fact, why am I saying half? Pastor, okay, let me be truthful. It was, I don't want to make you look bad, but it was 3/4 of the bed. And so I said, when we sleep, he said, just push it small. This place. And in that chaos, he knows where everything is. In that chaos. When I first got married, my husband would have notes everywhere, like little pieces of paper. You know what? No, it's not like now. Those days, bread used to be. They used to have bread labels to be paper, real paper, and then recharge cards were paper. My husband will have all kinds of things there, and I'm cleaning. New wife, you even want to impress your husband. I'm cleaning everywhere. I'm packing things, arranging. My husband will come back and say, "Where's my message?" I say, "Message." He said, "The sermon I'm preaching on Sunday." I said, "I don't know. Where did you keep?" He said, "All those small paper here." So after a while, God said, "Give me wisdom. When I want to arrange our room, I will first use my phone and snap how scattered it is. Then I will arrange the bed. Then I'll use the picture and put the book like this. As in, I will have to scatter it again. Do you understand? That's how scattered he was. When we now started living together, he started adjusting. In fact, when we said that, I was borderline OCD when we met. Like if I'm in a room and you shift something, I will know. If I walk into my room, it's arranged, and I walk in, I will know that you have shifted something. I will just know that something is out of place here. But after 17 years, I'm glad to announce to you that I'm just as scattered as he is. I'm sure people were thinking I would say he has changed. Evil communication corrupts good manners. So God brings people who are different together for a reason, so that you can help each other's strengths and weaknesses. So over the years, I wish I could tell that his weakness, but over the years, I found that because we understand the power of synergy, working together, it has helped us move faster, farther together. You know what happens most times is that instead of using your strengths to an advantage, or your strengths and weaknesses to an advantage, what couples do is that they fight. Why does he do this? Why does he do that? Why is he always scattered? If somebody is scattered and he needs a helper, what does it mean? It means that it is where he needs help that he needs a helper. So if he is scattered, instead of complaining, what you do is you arrange. I've never met anybody who employed a help and the help comes into the house. Women, you employed a help and the help comes into the house and say, listen, auntie, you see they scatter. Why you put this thing like this? Carry them now. Auntie, you no go wash plates where you keep for a year. What's be all this one now? Helper. The whole point to getting a helper is that the person gives you help. There's no point getting a driver whom you drive better than. I don't know if you met those kind of people. You say the person is your driver, but you did match brake for passenger side. Doesn't make any sense. So women, the things women or men, I mean whichever way, I'm just used to talking to women. Whichever side that you see that this thing you're complaining about, it means that that's where you are sent to. But what I've noticed women do is that women try to train their husbands and love their children, instead of training their children and loving their husbands. And I'll give you a very clear example. These same scattered arguments, because we get it in counseling a lot. He's so disorganized, he's so scattered. I don't know why a grown man can't pick up after himself. If my man train now 30 something years, he no great train. You say I love him. Now it's not going to work. Meanwhile, your children will throw things on the floor. And you will come in and you will pick it up. You say, oh, Junior, why are you dirtying this place? Oh, don't be a naughty boy. Mommy loves you. Buju, buju, boo. Don't do that again. And you will pick it up. When what you should actually do is make your child pick it up. And you go and help your husband pick his own. That's the way it's supposed to be. But we spend too much time fighting about the things that are not important. So Pastor K and I, when we met, Pastor K has always wanted to write books, but you need to get him to settle down. My youngest child is like him. My only son is like Pastor K, can barely sit down. So getting him to sit down to do anything was hard. But Pastor K can preach a huge sermon, and I'm the writer. So instead of complaining, you always want to write books, but you don't want to sit down and write it. I just sat down and started transcribing his messages. Every book you see, Pastor K doesn't write. All his books, when he finish preaching it, we'll just carry it, put it in my ear. 7 questions as we may ask. Number 1, I could spend my whole life complaining about why don't you settle down and do the things you want to do? When it comes easily to me, the reason why you are complaining about your partner, the energy comes in. Why make him do the things he struggles with when I can do it easily? So that's what God expects. God expects that 2 of you are better than 1. Because the thing he cannot do, if you can do it easily, instead of using it to nag, just do it so that we can move on. So understand that, like Pastor K explained, the first stage is attraction, then the second stage is frustration, the third stage is where you start to exchange. I remember when I knew God was telling me that I was going to do ministry, much bigger than I was doing it, because I was very content, very, very content to be behind him and just make everything work and raise our children. And, I was very content to just be behind the scenes. But one day, Pastor just said to me, you're too powerful to be behind me. No, you have to be beside me. Now, the first time I planned a women's conference, we announced the women's conference and everything. So my heart was beating. Because I was like, first of all, I don't even know if I should be doing this thing. But Pastor really believed, no, you can't do it, you should do it. He kept pushing me. And that first day, I remember, I walked into I went home to dress up for the conference because it was on a Sunday evening. So I went home to dress up. And then my husband called me, where are you? I said, I'm dressing up. He said, the hall is full. I said, the hall can't be full. Because when I was even leaving, I was telling them, the people that were arranging the chairs, I said, give me space so I'm not with Pastor K. Give her space so that if the hall is not full, people won't know. Just give it space. Pastor said, come back. My husband had rolled up his sleeves and he was helping them arrange the chairs. He had preached 3 services that day. He didn't go home. This is why women, don't just marry a man that lets you fly. Marry a man that helps you fly. It's so important. So important. And I'm saying this because so many times people think that marriage is just about the woman helping the man to be great. No. Look at this scripture. Adam said, God used me to make this woman. Amazing. He recognized it. He said, God used me. That's why this woman, from now, she'll be in my care. I will leave my mother and my father, and I will cleave to this one. So synergy, very important. So what can you do with this? Sit down and talk. Write down your family plans. I can tell you, you can wake me up in the middle of the night and I can tell you all Pastor K's dreams. I can tell you how many trainers he wants, how many marriage counselors he wants to train by 2023. I can tell you how many books he wants to write this year. I can tell you how much money he wants to save this year in different currencies. I can tell you because we talk. Sit down, talk. Make resolutions as a family. Don't just expect marriage to work. Work your marriage. Work your marriage. Sit down and have conversations. The only thing that can make your marriage the way you want it to is if both of you know exactly what you want from the marriage. A lot of people just move in marriage and say, let's just see how let's see how it goes. We're married. A lot of people just think we married and we have children and they will just, no. There's something both of you were brought together to achieve. Sit down and have those conversations. There's a way you want your marriage to work. Sit down and have those conversations. We had serious conversations when we got married, and that's what's guiding us till now. First year of marriage. I'm the kind of person that when I'm upset about something, I sulk. I don't talk about it. I wouldn't internalize and try to deal with it, and have a plan, either to revenge or forgive. So I would, in the past, that's how I would be. And so when I got married, I can't, to be honest, it must have been nothing, because I also used to be petty. So I'm not even sure what it was my husband did or did not do. Can't even remember, to just show you how unimportant it was. But what I did was, I would start carrying, so what I would do is I would start frowning. If my husband does something, I won't say what it is. I won't even say I'm upset. I won't say, I'll just be carrying my face. How many people know carry face? I'll just be carrying my face. You say, honey, are you okay? Yes. What's wrong with you? Nothing. I will now pass, slam door. You say, are you okay? Yes, now. Is there any reason why I shouldn't be okay? You say, are you sure nothing happened? Like what? I'm okay. They will ask you a million times, what's wrong with you? Nothing. And so I'll be quiet, I'm carrying my face. And I noticed that in those seasons when I'm doing that, my husband will wake up in the morning and be praying in tongues. Worship very loud early in the morning. I did this in the first day, second day. By the third day, I couldn't bear it again. Because, it's not like, you're keeping malice, but you're not keeping malice. You will serve him his food, but you are not really, you are greeting him, but you are not really greeting him. You are gisting, but you are not really. You answer all those monosyllables. Do you want some? No. Can I get this? Yes. All those kind of things. So I just called him. I said, do you know you are very wicked? He said, new wife who I just married. Wicked. What happened? I said, for the past couple of days, I've been upset. I've not been talking to you, and you are just praying. Are you even sure you're a man of God? Like you're praying, blasting tongue. What's? My husband threw back and he laughed. He said, oh, is that what that was? You were angry? He said he thought I was meditating and in the spirit, so he was challenged. So that's why he was reading his Bible and praying. He said, this girl cannot come to my house and win me in spiritual things. And everywhere I go, I tell them that that's the day that I knew that men, they did not day. Do you know the men, they did not day? Yes. So you are fighting with somebody that does not even know you are fighting with them. Somebody who does not know you are angry with them. You bring food, they will eat. And you will say, I don't even understand this human being. Somebody's fighting with you and you're eating my food. Yes, he will eat your food. He will even sleep with you. Because for men, it's a very isolated event. What's it concern quarrel and sex? It's women that do all those kinds of things. I'm not talking to him, we're not talking to you. We don't even need your mouth until lie down. So we're going to survive in this marriage. We're going to have some conversations and we're going to have some resolutions. So we sat down and had a meeting. Number one on the list, in this family, we don't sulk, we talk. If something is paining you, say it. If you like something, say it. If you don't like something, say it. Because a lot of people just say what they don't like, but they don't say what they like. I don't like the way you treat me, but you don't tell them what they do that you like. So we've had conversations like that. We don't leave the house without kissing each other. In fact, the other day we didn't know how, how you've been doing something for over 17 years and it just becomes second nature to you. So it's going out, you must stop and kiss me. Wake up in the morning, you must say good morning to each other. And funny enough, my husband wasn't that kind of person. We just wake up and Mama, he's a guy's guy now. We just stand up, they go. I say, Uncle, come. You cannot just stand up and be going. You cannot just wake up and then just enter bathroom and continue your life. I will go there and tell him good morning. He will look at me. I say, good morning. You say, okay, good morning. After waiting day. I say, nothing, I just greet you. He say, okay. But now, he even wakes up some mornings and he's the one that greets me first. So we say having those kind of conversations, settle what you want in your marriage. We didn't even know how far we had gotten used to doing that. One day I was in the kitchen, and Pascal was going out. So he came from upstairs, entered the kitchen. My daughter, at the time she was about 8. She was with her best friend. They were on the dining doing homework. And so Pascal walked into the kitchen, was going out to play tennis. So he stopped by the kitchen. And then I heard, they didn't know the two of them now saying, just watch. You see what they will do now. So Pascal now came and kissed me. And then two of them started laughing. You see? I said, Pascal, see this much today, the gossip also. But it has become second nature. It is the little things. It's not always the big things that make marriage a struggle. It's the little things. It is continuing those little things.